It was my birthday yesterday, y'all.
Yo, everybody say
Oh, for
happy
real?
birthday.
Happy
But
belated, dude.
yesterday? You mean
Yes,
yesterday?
yesterday. That's how they do.
Dang.
I don't know if you guys see, but on stream, it's lemonade themed, kind of. It's yellow. We got a yellow overlay this week instead.
Yeah, it is yellowy in here.
I'm
Like that, the
super.
customization.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this where, like, when we have interviews and we have stuff where it just, the overlay kind of reflects that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be watching videos and we're going to be listening to some music. So it's a little different than what we would normally do. We're going to be going through singles and we're going to be talking to Dewey live here with you guys. It's going to be fire as hell. We're going to get the, inside scoop. He's not just a rapper. He's not just a recording engineer. He's not just a video editor and like a videographer. I don't even know if I can list everything. Look at him. He's throwing hooks and combos. You know what it is. Dewey's really put in a lot of work and we have a lot to show you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot to talk about.
Man, I appreciate the introduction, bro. I think you said a lot of good things there, man. I appreciate the compliment. I do appreciate it, and I think it's real though as well.
Poon has been recording at Dewey's for a fat minute now. Over a year and a half. It went by quick. I remember the first time we went, and it's just breezed by.
Feels normal by now, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
It does.
Yeah.
Poon, I guess speak on that. What's it like, Dewey is the
My
recording
favorite,
engineer.
one of my favorite parts about it was finally meeting Dewey. Everybody kept talking about Dewey, and I was like, I was at a show. I went to TKO show. There was another homie there. He did something with Dewey, and I was like, bro, like, you know Dewey? And he's like, yeah. I was like, how do I get a hold of him? And he just deadpan looked at me like, "Are you stupid?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, how do I get a hold of this dude?" And he just looked at me like, "Are you dumb? Like, you don't know how to get a hold of Dewey?" And I'm like, and he never told me. And then eventually, I saw something on Instagram for Dewey, and I started following him. And I think I messaged you or something like that about recording. And it just went from there. From the first time I stepped in a booth, Dewey's pretty quick about picking up how everybody does their rapping, how they rap, how they like to do their shit. What I also like about Dewey is he gets comfortable with the way people do shit, and he doesn't want you to change it up. He's like, nah, bro, this works, bro. Keep doing what works, man. Let's keep it going.
Recording is kind of like a collaborative thing. Producing can be as well. Rose is sitting there making a beat with somebody for somebody. You gotta see what they're coming with, kind of match it and guide it. You know what I mean? That's why I just get into it, man. I just like getting into it.
Dewey's very collaborative minded. He really likes to lock in and make it together. And I think it always brings the best product. This
Yeah.
first video we're going to watch here, I saw you post kind of little snippets, little background stuff as it was going. Like, I know this little logo here on the ketchup bottle. I know that's like an actual logo that got printed for you guys.
Race had that idea and he was like, "Man, let me print out your ketchup bottle, bro." And I'm like, "Man, I would love that."
I think we should hop into this first video. I'm really excited to watch this and listen to the song.
Okay, I thought about her yesterday, forgot about her yesterday. Then she cost me money, didn't I see?
Who edits those?
But yeah, so I
Yeah, dude.
edit depending on like several scenes, whether we got it on a tripod or I had the homie Bobo shoot a couple of those scenes, but I usually end up editing it.
Dude, that was sick. That
Thank
was sick. I loved the variety of shots in there. I thought was sick. That shot right there with that
That's the
wide
one that
ass angle
Brooklyn wanted
lens.
to ask about.
Yeah.
Brooklyn was very
That's
perplexed
so
by this
sick.
shot. She wanted to know how you got this shot done so well, like with the lemons on. Like, how were you able
Yeah.
to do this? How did the camera fit? How did that work?
So I basically just put my camera in there.
What the?
I just
hell?
set it in there like upside down in a bag.
Oh, holy
And it was
shit!
just pointing up like that. And then I just like looked into the bag, but I used a fisheye lens.
Okay, bet. So then, okay.
That's that, yeah.
Easy.
That's
easy.
sick.
So then
Man, it's just
that kind of
crazy.
the view that we're seeing it at is from a fisheye lens. So that's how
Right.
we're able to see the lemons and me. and
Okay.
him. If you use like a normal camera lens, say at 35, you would only see just me or just him, or you know what I mean?
Yes.
It would be zoomed in. So
Mhm.
the producer of this record is Sniper T, though.
Shout out Sniper T.
Oh, all right.
Have you guys know who Sniper T is?
I do
No.
not.
He's a producer, he's an engineer, he's a photographer, videographer.
Oh,
I kind of know him as a producer. I honestly think he can hold a lot of weight as a producer, and I think he's just a creative person, so he's able to just kind of reach out to all those different outlets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dewey knows everybody, dude. That shit's insane.
Behind the bars, man.
Behind the Bars was dope. What a great show,
Mhm.
dude. Everybody go watch all of the
Huge.
Behind the Bars. Watch every single fucking one.
You know, there could have been hundreds more episodes of Behind the Bars, you know.
Insane.
I just wanted to do something different, but there's so
Wait, are you
many.
not making them anymore?
Not the Behind the Bars, at least for right now.
Oh, real shit.
So it was sort of just like a timepiece. Everybody who was involved with it was involved with it, and it's, you know, it's gonna be on the internet forever.
I saw some other shots that I know for sure, but I think this one was also shot at the studio, right? At BNT with the yellow backdrop. Because every time I'm in there, I'm always looking at the backdrops. Because you have so many colors. And usually I only ever see like green or blue or green and blue, you know? Because like green
Right.
screen, blue screen stuff.
With this video, it started with the lemonade stands. I thought it was gonna be, you know, the whole video, but it ended up just being what we saw, which was the end of the video. When I reviewed the footage, I really liked all the footage, but I knew it just needed more of a storyline. And then that's when I was like, all right, I'll go buy the lemons from the dude. And, you know, we have the dude to where you can't see his face, but you can see, you know, like his hands.
I really love the story going throughout.
And the way
It's
it's
just
like,
so
it's
funny.
like, I don't know. So I don't know. It kind of looked like, hold on, let me see. It looks
I was
like,
gonna say,
From the other day.
yeah, it's like this
the skit,
wavy,
too.
trippy effect going on as well. And I really loved that, the way
Hit on top, hit on
moves,
top.
the
Oh, right,
scene
right,
behind
right.
No, it's not the same price.
around, like it
From the
just
other
kind of
day. Hit
zooms
on
it
top.
out. I thought that was
Yeah, that's
sick as hell.
gas.
A little subtle thing.
There's some real thought put into like when like a certain shot should happen throughout the song and shit like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah. That's absolutely important, you know? Almost on the same significance of like when a chorus should come back in a song, you know? I think the structure of a video can be really important.
I was gonna say, Dewey, you do that a lot where you attribute your different professions like to each other. I notice you
Yeah.
do that a lot where you find the translation, so it just makes it easy for you to kind of move between them.
I got a handful of skits, honestly. I feel like skits is really something that's like in my bag and up my alley. So I wanna start incorporating that to people I'm working with and definitely with myself. And I feel like that's something
Well,
special, being able to, you know, make content in the name of promotion.
Right. Yeah, I would love to know, how does the process go about this? Because I know you're very collaborative, and Race is a part of it, and these other guys are part of it.
So it varies by project. In the situation of this lemon skit, I think I was literally at the gym and like the whole skit kind of came to me. I was thinking of my lines that I was saying. I don't know. It's always been in my mind to do a skit where we getting robbed, but we're having like a little casual conversation during it. I just texted him and I was like, "Hey, let's do a little lemon skit for the video to help promote it." And I just sent him the little script and he was with it.
Seeing what you guys, do together, I gotta be, it's amazing. It's like a universe you almost build for these tracks, where it's like you kind of step into these little worlds or whatever, where you get to just kind of have fun. I think this is a beautiful fucking video when it comes to editing, when it comes to just shots, I mean, visuals. Obviously, the song I thought was awesome. I thought Race Coakley was just talking his shit, and I thought that was fire as hell.
And he switched up like the way he normally raps. You know, if you visit most Race Coakley songs, you know he can rap fast, so he'll do that. And we talked about that, and I thought it was dope that he kind of brought it to like what I was doing on the song.
He found a way to do it very tasteful. I thought it fit very well next to you on this song. Yesterday is awesome, so everybody go listen to Yesterday. Everybody go watch the video. And so this is Bussin'.
This one, Race basically shot for us, and I edited it.
This is where we'll get to see. So we saw in the last, we saw a lot of Race Coakley in front of the camera. Now we gonna see what Race Coakley doing behind the camera.
He even got a little cameo.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm buzzing. Every time I walk in, shit buzzing. You know the shoes on my feet stay buzzing. Every day they hate on me, but that's nothing. Hey, I'm buzzing. See the coat in the frames, they buzzing. Hey, be careful in the city, they buzzing.
I think once again visually stunning. I really like the colors in this video as well.
Myself right there. That's in the mirror actually. That's not like pointed at me. That's pointed at
Oh,
the
that's
mirror. And I'm like
fire.
looking at
It looks clean.
that store is sick. It's right on 55th and Northwest Radio. Elite Clothing. Uh It's sick, man. They got a lot of nice clothes in there.
That's
It
sick
was
as
dope.
hell.
They were super dope, super cool for letting us shoot in there.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
cool that
that's
you
sick.
guys got to shoot in there. That's fire as hell. It's just there's so many visuals to talk about, and like there's so many different ways you use color schemes and you incorporate them for shots. And I think it really adds to the intensity and the variety. You know, for the viewer when I'm watching the music video, there's almost a sense of comfortability because the color schemes are so in tune. But it's also I'm not bored. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing the same shot
Did you
over
guys
and over. So yeah, this next video, we kind of alluded to it earlier. It's the video down for that. Yup. This is with AJ the Dread and obviously Dewey Cox.
Sleep on the plane, now I'm getting jet lag.
That face, dude.
Oh my god.
Yo, that smoke transition's crazy.
Oh shit.
There it is. Oh, he got
No way.
he got.
You trying to smoke with me? Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah.
I love this spot that you guys utilized.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
what I was
utilized it in
dope.
different ways. It wasn't just this shot.
Yeah, that's just right over on the outskirts of downtown.
How do you go about location searching? Is this a thing where you're just riding around, or do you just have a database in your head? You're like, I've been around. I just kind of know.
It's good and bad, but I just have a formula in my head that
Right.
is like depending on what the song sounds like. Like I knew somewhere on the outskirts of downtown would make sense. And on this particular shoot, because it was my shoot, I just drove by and was like, "Oh, underneath that would be tight." And then we just got out real fast, looked at it, and then just decided it was the right thing to do.
That's so sick.
Usually though, I like to know ahead of time so then when we come in there, we're like boom, 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 and we can get the best shots and redo shots and take our time and
That's
do all that
awesome.
stuff.
And then you said because this was your shoot, when an artist comes to you with a shoot that's entirely independent, like their own song, is that a
Yeah.
case where they kind of come to you with locations a lot of the time?
I let them choose how they want to do it. If they
Okay.
want me to organize it or if they want to organize it, I can do either or we could do 50-50. I because I want to do what they want to do. Sometimes I do my best work when somebody lets me do what I kind of have envisioned for it.
When it comes to just like outfit decisions, both you and AJ Dredd, in this video, when it comes to you and Race Coakley and your decisions for outfits and yesterday, the color schemes that you were able to pull off with your outfits throughout bussin', like it's just the way that you're
Yeah,
able to utilize the outfits to be a part of the video.
yeah.
I think it's very subtle, but I think it works very, very well when it
Thank you,
comes
bro.
to the visual aspect of the music videos. So I
Yeah.
would love to know, is it purposeful from you? Like, do you know, like, okay, this is gonna pop on camera? Or is it like, I just know this looks good in general. I'm just gonna stunt. I don't give a
Man, I just try to put a fresh outfit on, to be honest. Just try to put something on that like is unique.
I guess maybe that's why it's so subtle, is because it's like it's not like you're really trying or anything.
Well, no, I think I would say I'm trying. It's not that I'm not trying.
Right.
I do invest in my image a little bit, but it's just because I want to look nice. I know the cameras are around a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. I think that a lot of people underestimate how important it is to, be dripped out.
To some extent, even more
Mhm.
so maybe to have a certain style, to
Yeah.
establish your style the same way we do vocally, but appearance-wise.
So yeah, let's listen to this song. This is Dewey and Lightpool.
Ask about me. I just found it if you think I ever lost. You can ask about me. Ain't gonna tell you what it is, what I'm on. If you fall off, I could probably put you on. Big dog when they talk about me. Make sure that they talk about the money.
That's
I
so
love how
fire.
music will just like when you hear a beat, it'll create a song for you. Just like when you're writing it and you hear it, it gives you these ideas all of a sudden. That's how I make most of my music is like either one of like a few people, whoever I'm working with, as they're creating the beat, I like to like make the song to it. Because usually if it don't click within that time that the beat is constructed, then that might not be the one for me. Not saying the whole song should be done, but just a vibe should be established by that
Yeah,
point.
I get what you're saying. And I think with this beat, those soft keys come in, when the more extreme parts of the song come in, you have this like droning lead, and it's just all these electronic almost sounds, and the way
Yeah.
that the drums create this just forward motion constantly. You just want to move. And it's not too fast, but it almost feels kind of rushed in a way. And I just really loved the way that you guys just slid on the beat. I love the contrast with the drums and your vocals, and the melody built such a grand atmosphere for you guys.
I was happy about that song. I was
Yeah,
happy
that's
about that song.
amazing, dude. That's
I would
amazing.
be too, dude.
I love it. I love that song. It's dope. The vibe on it is so good. It's chill. It's obviously you can ask around the city and people are gonna know both of them.
Dope.
Especially the beat, bro. That beat and just the way you guys wrote it on the beat, and it was
Yeah.
just yeah, it was nice.
So I'm really
Yeah.
excited for Big.
We gon' do it big. I can't do no little shit, man. We ain't new to this. Wake up, do this every day, and this is how I live. I don't have to tell them, and they knowing what it is. Whole lot of work that I'm lifting like a workout. Pull up, give it to you, shake it.
Noah, I would love to know
That's
what you
amazing.
thought, because, this is first impression.
I mean, just across the board, I think that it's so sick, your flow and delivery. Like, you sound so, like, smooth and laid back, but still so in the pocket. Like, it's, like, a crazy, like, dichotomy that you got. No, the song was a bop, though. That shit was a bop. I love the beat.
That's what I wanted to point out, was that constant dun 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 dun. It almost sounds like, to me, like toy. It's just really cool the way that this beat can have almost this like giddy vibe to it, and this like energy that, like, as soon as you hear it, you're just like, it's like energizing, but it's not in like an aggravated sense at all. You found a way for you, the beat, and everything to give the listener all of that energy, and you ain't have to do none of that. You don't have to do any extra shit. You're just dropping bars constantly. Just the way you're able to set a bar up and hit it. I think it's so fucking fun every single time, because once it clicks in my head, I'm like, this dude, he did it again. So this is Hold Up Lil Bae, and then
Yeah.
this one's produced by GED. I want to listen to this track because I fucking love Hold Up Lil Bae.
Hold a little back. Hold a little back. All my homies paid. I hope they think the same. I fell in love with her. Her name is Mary Jane. They playing chess and checkers. I'm in a different game. We in the same city.
Yeah, that's a
That
bop.
shit was
One of those tracks where I thought the production, you have very
Yeah.
bouncy song. That's a really good way to
Mhm.
explain it when it comes to the rhythm and things like that. And Hold Up Lil Bae, I thought was really dope as a song, just because the way that the instruments come in first,
Yeah.
because you have the melody, and then you have the actual drums come in, and then once you start to step in, it just kind of feels like you're walking in the room. And
Yeah.
it's like the music's already playing. It's like you just grab the mic and you're like, all right, let's just fucking do this shit. Hold
Yeah.
up, Lil Bae. Let me get to
A
it.
lot of my songs really come from either a moment or a mood, and I try to just, in this particular case, if a girl was just like expecting you to pay for something, or expecting you, and especially if you didn't know her, or you just like, hold on, man, like let me order my drink at the bar first, like hold on,
Hold on. Hold
oh
on.
oh,
It's
like
like,
The way you said that on the beat, it was just like da, 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 like right off the beat at the end of the way you said it off. Like it was basically like you were hitting like the 32s or the 16th notes, basically the way you said it at the end, the way
hold on,
just the
look
way
back.
you ripped it on the beat.
Hope you hit licks, that shit price. That shit price. Ay, ay, gotta hit a nice pose. All the nice clothes. Now you want the real smoke, want the best in the that shit price.
so it has like a very dark atmosphere, and I really like the way that the instrumentals and the bass, especially the bass, it has this very heavy, long bass. I
Yeah.
think that the way that it carries your vocals along with it, and the way that you stay smooth, and it just sounds like it goes together so well. One of the things about, like, I find with great artists is like your ability to always kind of be yourself. You're not trying to do all these different things, but you're able to adapt. And
Yeah,
that's the vibe. Pricey. Getting business
for sure.
done, it costs money. And I think the song portrays that sonically as well.
Yeah, I like how all these songs that we listened to like had piano in it. Like this one was definitely like the cleanest piano out of it, and then the other two were like super weird and dirty, nasty.
I definitely do like piano. Yeah, GED, man. GD put his
Yeah.
foot in that, man.
Yeah, that's just gonna be stuck in my head though.
Yeah,
Nice,
every single one
nice.
of these songs are ear candy. Every single one of
For
these
real.
songs, they're earworms. They get stuck right up in there, and you just
Yeah.
gotta deal with it, man. That shit pricey.
The funny thing was, is you guys had
Yeah.
that whole different aesthetic. In my head, I'm picturing a dance battle and somebody coming out
Oh
like mixing
shit.
in some smooth ass, like hitting some shit and then hitting some
Mm,
crump on that beat and shit when he hits the chorus. And when they're like
mm.
saying pricey, they like showing off some jewels or something or doing something during that. Yeah, exactly. When they're saying like pricey or
Yeah.
something, they doing that. You know what I mean? But like they told us some crump and they just get dirty with it. Just, I mean, like I could see that at a dance battle. That's what I was thinking.
It just stems from a moment or a thought. If somebody says, "Man, I want to smoke the best weed in Omaha," well, usually that's pricey. That was a real conversation at one point before it was like a song. You know what I'm saying?
For
Everything
sure.
costs money.
It came from just a real, a real thought process, man, without like, just relating to it. We all deal with, nice things we want that are pricey.
Amazing, amazing. From videos to music to everything. Just insane work. And I can't believe we finally got you on the show. I'm so
Yeah,
hyped, and it went
it's some
well.
dope coming on here, bro. I got a couple songs. I'll probably just keep putting songs out for the next, like, just for the next foreseeable future. Couple
Yeah.
videos, try and do summer right.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's gas.
Go check out his YouTube. Go follow him on Instagram so you can stay updated with everything. So it's That's Dewey. And then we got Dewey Films 402 on YouTube. And then it's just Dewey Cox on streaming services. So if you go to
Yeah.
Apple, you go to Spotify, you go to any streaming service, look up Dewey Cox. We appreciate you guys coming out. Go check out Dewey Cox. Go listen to his shit. Go check out my new song if you guys get the chance as well. You guys all have a great night.
And I'm ready to munch hoe. If it's all about the cream, then I'ma have to get the fuck on. Cause for me, it's about the beast, the bars, and that what y'all can see. I do not sing, I do not dance. I do my raps till I advance. I fancy all the glances, man. Just say it's not for me. Hip hop, I need, I gotta.